So our concept name is queue using linked list. So before talking about linked list implementation for a queue, first of all we have to know what is meant by a linked list, what it contains. Actually, linked list contains, it's a list which contains number of nodes. Okay, number of nodes in a queue. How they are connected each other with the help of the link. What is meant by a link? Link in the sense address. Whose address? Next node address. So all the nodes are connected each other with the help of the address of the next node. Address of the next node. Okay, every node having two parts. We know that one. Every node having two parts. What are those two parts names? One is data part and another is link part. So link part are next. So both are same. Okay. So link part always having the data, the integer data, which we will store at that location. What about the link part? Link part having the address of the next node. Okay, here link is a pointer variable, but of type in struct node. Why? Because it stores the address of the next node address. That's why the data type of a link is struct node. So it is having a two parts, the node, every node having two parts. And one more thing, we are talking about the queue concept, right? So whenever we're talking about the queue, we have to remember two variables. What are those two variables? Front and the rear. Why we have to use front and rear two pointer variables means, so if you want to delete any node from the queue, any node from the queue, at this front variable only you can perform the delete operation. When comes to the insertion operation, you can do at the rear variable. Okay, at the rear variable you can perform the insertion operation. At front variable you can perform the deletion operation. Let's see with one example and code also. And one more important point is, if front and rear are both null, front and rear both null, it means queue is empty. Queue doesn't have any, linked list, that list. Queue list doesn't have any nodes. At that time, just simply display a message that is queue is empty. Okay, so now let's just look at this picture. This represents the linked queue. So how many nodes are present in this list, in this queue? One, two, three, four. Totally four nodes are there. Okay, so what is the first node represents always front. Okay, so why you may get doubt, why we are applying the delete operation? We can perform delete operation at front only. Why? Because it is going to follow the queue principle. What is the queue principle? First in, first out. Whatever the node comes at first, that node should come out first. That is the principle of the queue. First in, first out. That's why queue is called as a FIFO. Okay, so now, so this is a node. Every node having two parts. This is a data part and this is a next part or link part. What the link part contains? Next node address. For example, this is second node address having 100. That 100 should be stored here in this location, green location. Okay, why? Because so that this node should be connected the second one. In the same way here also, the third node address should be placed here. The fourth node address should be placed third node link field. What is this field name? Link field. Okay, why we kept a null pointer at the end of the, at the at this link field means, because this is the last node in the given queue. That's why there is no nodes after this node. That's why it doesn't store any address, any nodes address. So it just simply kept null. So the node which is having a null, it means that that node is the last node in the given queue. Okay. And if you want to insert a one more node, where you have to insert after this node only, after this node only. That's why, so we can perform the insertion I means adding a new node at the end only. It means at the rare variables. So at that rare variable, we can perform the insertion operation. At friend variable, we can perform the deletion operation. Why? Because this list following the queue principle. Okay, this is just introduction of a queue. Now what we are going to talk about means we have to talk about implementation by using linked list, by using linked list. So if I say linked list, what you have to remember? So node representation, structure representation, okay, having every node having two parts. Those are the important points you have to remember. Okay, now what are the operations we can perform on linked queue? We can perform on linked queue. So what are the two basic operations we can perform? Look at this picture. What we are doing here, we are deleting, and at this position we are inserting. Means what are the operations we can perform? Two basic operation. One is insertion and another is one is insertion and another is deletion. Okay, so if you are trying to insert a node, okay, a node into this list, first of all you have to allocate a memory. First of all you have to allocate a memory. That new node should be pointed by ptr. So what will happen at this step? What will happen at this step? See, the memory will be allocated like a struct node. Okay, a struct node having two parts. This is a data part. Okay, and this is the next part. Okay, this is the data part and this is the next part. So here by using the dynamic memory allocation function, I'm going to allocate a memory for this new node. Okay, every node having some specific address. Okay, now I'm just assuming 100 is the address of this new node. This address is stored where we have to store in ptr variable. That's why ptr is a pointer variable of type struct node. Why? Why? Because whose address it is storing? This ptr, whose address it is storing? Node address. What is a node? It is having a structure node, right? That's why. So that's why it is the data type of the ptr is a struct node. Okay, like this, first we have to allocate a memory for a new node, and we are going to take that address of that node and typecasting into struct node. Then we just keep into store into ptr. It means simply our new node should be pointed by ptr. Okay. So we created a node. So now we have to insert our new node into the what is that list? Okay, into the queue or a list. So if you want to insert any new node into the queue, there are two cases are there. What are those two cases? If if the queue is empty, if the queue is empty, then what you have to do? How you are going to check whether the queue is empty or not? With the help of this condition. What is this condition? So see here. So if friend equal to pointing the first location means there is one element. If friend equal to -1 or null, then it means there are no nodes present at the queue. Okay, that's why friend equal to null. If it is true means simply add a message that display a message that is queue is empty. Queue is empty. Okay, so at that time, how you are going to insert your new node into the queue? Okay, so how you are going to insert? So for example, look at this picture. Here, what I'm saying is there is no nodes present in the list or a queue. Okay, at that time, what you have to do? You assume you allocated this memory, and you have to read this data, and then just put a null here. Okay, because there are this is the first load if you insert into the queue. Okay, at that time, front and rear should be pointed the same node only because the queue having only one element. Okay, so here, what is this item? So what is this item? Whatever the data. whatever the data we are reading, that data means value. That value should be read with the help of the variable, that is item. Now what is this ptr tends to data? So just now we discussed every node having a two parts. What are those two parts? Data part and the next part. Okay, so data part, our new node name is PTR, right? Our new node name is PTR. Now I want to access this memory, this cell, okay, this memory location. How we are going to access? What is the node name? PTR. What is this cell name? Data. That's why PTR tends to data. And if we want to access this location, PTR tends to next, like that. Okay, PTR tends to data equal to item means the user, whatever the user read, that value should be stored here. Now if friend equal to null, so the first case, for that first case, this is the code you have to write. Okay, if friend equal to null means there are no nodes present in the queue. At that time what you have to do, friend should be friend and rare have pointed by our new node. Front rear should pointed our new node. What is our new node name? PTR. That's why front equal to PTR, rear equal to PTR. Now what is this? If this is the first node, what is the address we have to store here? Because there is no more node is here present. That's why we just keep the null. So how we have to keep? Friend tends to next equal to friend tends to next equal to null means this location. Again rare tends to next equal to null. Okay, like this we are going to insert our new node into an empty queue, into an empty queue. Okay, now this is the case one. What is another case? Second case. What is another case in the sense, if the queue having a more than one element. If the queue having more than one element means this one. More than one element means this picture. Okay. So more than one element, what should we do? Okay. So how we can say that the queue having a more than one element means, again one condition. What is that condition? Friend equal to null should be false. Friend equal to null means should be false. If a friend having some address, it means some nodes are present. Okay, that's why if friend equal to null is false. False means if some address is present in the front. At that time, how you are going to insert your new node? How means, so rare. So look at this picture. Now I want to insert here. Okay, now I want to insert here at the rare only, right? After at the rare variable only, I can insert like this, right? Now this new node address is 2. Assume my new node address is 20. Okay, now if I want to insert my new node at this last, then what we have to do? What is the previous name? Rare, right? Rare tends to next, so I'm accessing this location. Now what I want to store? Our new node address. What is the address? 20. So that's why here I want to store our new node address. Now it is connected to our new node. Now if this node connected to the previous one, it becomes the last node. That's why now next field should be null. Why? Because if we add our new node at the end, then it will become the last node in the queue. That's why we kept in the next field as null. Now what is our new node name? Always PTR. Always the new node will be called by PTR. Now look at the code. Rare tends to next. Just now I showed you know, rare tends to next means last node next field we are accessing. What we want to store? New node address. Where the new node address will be present at previous PTR. That's why I wrote this one. Next tends rare tends to next field should be equal to PTR. Now rare equal to PTR. So after assigning the new address into this next field, our new node should be called with rare. That's where rare equal to PTR. Now we have to put a null to the last node. How we have to put that one? Rare tends to next equal to null. So these three lines of code will be executed when this condition will becomes false. Friend equal to null becomes false. At that time else block. These three lines of instruction should be executed. Okay, that is the two cases. If you want to insert a new node into the queue. Okay, this is the algorithm and this is the code. What is the code? Same, that one only, whatever I said, just I kept into the one function. What is the function name I took here? Insertion. Function name is insertion. So here I'm taking two parameters. One is data and another is PTR. New node name PTR. Now here I'm allocating memory. And first, if you want to insert, first you have to check whether there is an space is there or not. If before allocating, you have to check this one, not space. Yeah, space only. If PTR equal to null means at this line, fifth line, memory is not allocated for a new node. At that time, if PTR equal to null, it will just simply display a message that is queue is overflow. Queue is overflow. If not, if not, so whatever we said, this is the first case. Okay, this is the first case one, and this is the case two, else block. Okay, else block means case two, and this if block means case one. Okay, if not both, just to display that is overflow. Overflow in the sense there is, or if you are confusing this message, just to display message that is there is no space for a new node, like that you just display a message if you are confused. This is the code for insertion operation. Now deletion deletion operation. So how you are going to delete a node from the given a list or queue. Okay, so here also same thing, we have a two cases. What is the two cases? If you want to delete, first of all you have to check whether the queue having elements or not. If not, you just perform the delete operation. If there are no elements in the queue, then just display a message that is the queue is underflow. Underflow means there are no elements. Here, see here. Queue is underflow. Queue is underflow message should be displayed when means if there are no elements present in the queue. Okay. So what is the first case? If friend equal to null becomes true. Friend equal to null. When the friend should be equal to null. There, if the queue does not have any nodes at that time, this friend equal to null will be true. If it is true, just simply by using a printf, print a message that is underflow. Fine, this is one case. What is another case? Means if there are what is that? If there are nodes are present, look at this picture once. So what I said at starting, if you want to delete at the front, you have to perform the delete operation. Now, what I'm going to say is, if you delete, I mean, call a function that is delete operation. Now this node will be deleted. If this node will be deleted, friend should be pointed next node. Friend should be pointed next node. How we have to remove this connection? How we have to remove this connection? Simply friend. This node name is previously friend, no? So friend tends to next field. Friend tends to next field. What is the address present here? This node address, second node address. Simply put here null. Then this connection will be deleted. First this connection will be deleted. Now there is no connection between first and the second node. Now you just delete this node. Okay, so before deleting this node, friend should be go to the next node. Friend has to move from first node to second node. How it is going to next node? How means with the help of this node address, where this second node address should present at this location. What is this location name? friend tends to next. So friend equal to tends to next means we are accessing the second node address. At that time, friend should be pointed this node. Okay, now just delete this one. How to delete any node by using the dynamic memory allocation function free by using free. Okay, that is a concept. Just remember, I will show you the program. So here PTR equal to friend. PTR equal to friend means so the first node I'm keeping a name that is PTR. Okay, that is PTR temporarily. The first node, whatever I want to delete just now, that node name I'm just assigning a PTR. Okay. Next, just now I said take the second node address. Here, how to take the second node address? Friend tends to next. Should be stored at friend only. Why? Because the second node, if we deleted first node, second node should be treated as a friend. Okay. Next, where is the first node address present temporarily? PTR. That's why free of PTR. What is this free function? It is a dynamic memory allocation predefined function. Predefined function. Like this, these three steps will be executed when this friend equal to null becomes false. When this friend equal to null becomes false, at that time these three lines of code will be executed. Now just look at this picture. So I'm taking the function name as delete. Okay, here I'm using only one pointer variable as a parameter. Now what you are doing, what is the first case? If friend equal to null becomes true. If friend equal to null means if we are checking whether the before applying the delete operation, we are checking whether the queue is having elements or not. If it is true means there are no elements. Simply display a message that is a queue is under flow. If it is false means else block has to execute. What is the else block? Else block should be just taking the starting address and it treated kept we define a name that is we kept a name that is PTR, and with the help of this second line means 11th line. So this line, based on this line, we are taking the second node address, and that second node address should be pointed by friend. Okay, after that delete the first node. So here if you observe, when we performing the delete operation, we are using the friend variable only. If you are performing the insertion, then simply we are using the what is that rare function, rare variable. So this is what I am going to say. Okay, I will explain types of queues also.